Well, we made it. Today is the first day of spring. It's time to get... You know what? I can't lie to you. I'm recording this in February on a day when it's been really cold outside. It's been raining. It's been foggy. It's been pretty miserable. So it's really hard for me to work up this fake enthusiasm for a day that hasn't happened yet. But I guess I gotta keep on going. It's time to get outside and run some 5Ks. Looking for a 5K to get outside and run? Well, look no further because the Chasing Leagues 5K is coming up on March 30th and it's not too late to register. What makes the Chasing League 5K more special than any other old 5K, you ask? Well, all water department proceeds from Chasing Leaks goes directly to our Water Payment Assistance Program, which benefits local families who need help paying their water bill. This Chasing Leaks 5K is also special because for the first time ever, we've combined it with two other events, the Great American Cowtown Cleanup and Earth Party. The Cowtown Cleanup is a litter cleanup and beautification event that happens every year where thousands of volunteers across the city clean up litter. That starts at 8 a.m. If you want more info on how to volunteer for that, you can visit fortworthtexas.gov/cowtowncleanup. Then, our Chasing Leaks 5K at the Panther Island Pavilion kicks off at 8:45 a.m. with a free kids fun run. The 5K starts at 9 a.m. Times are recorded for each runner by the Fort Worth Runners Club, so see if you've got what it takes to beat my blazing record from last year of 49 minutes and 56 seconds. In my defense, listeners who've been keeping up with my allergy saga will know that I have asthma, and I kept getting distracted by the little stepping stones and tiny waterfalls they put in the Trinity River, so that's why. Right after the race is over, we'll give out awards in several categories, and Earth Party will start around 11 a.m. There will be live music from the Blue Bonnets and Bow Wow Wow, as well as food and lots of family-friendly activities for all ages. Earth Party is completely free and open to the public with free parking, so what more could you want? Also, I'll be there recording for the podcast, so if you see a guy with lots of sunscreen on, wearing giant headphones, carrying around a microphone, it's probably me. So come up and say hello and I'll put you on the podcast. If you want to register for the Chasing Leaks 5K, you can visit chasingleaks.athlete360.com. That's chasingleaks.athlete360.com. In a minute, I'll talk with Raymond and Michele about Chasing Leaks, but first, I sat down with Rene Villalobos to talk about his passion for running. This man is about to turn 60, and he runs 10 miles every day after work. He regularly participates in ultramarathons where he runs 180 miles. Rene is happy to help anyone who's interested in long-distance running, and he will be at the race if you'd like to meet him. A huge thanks to Raymond, Michele, and Rene for talking to me this episode. Hope you enjoy. Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that comfortable?
That's good.
Okay. All right. So what's your name?
My name is Rene Villalobos.
And what's your title?
My title is that I am a cross-connection tech.
And how long have you worked here?
I've been over here probably about 8 years in this division.
8 years. What exactly do you do for your job?
What I do for my title is that we protect the public water system.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make sure that no contamination gets back into our drinking water.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yeah. But mostly what I want to talk to you about is your running. So it's called an ultra marathon, right?
Well, they have different distance running and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts usually with well-known 5K, which is a small run where it consists of 3 miles. And then it goes up to whatever, once it crosses over 26 miles, 0.2, they consider that an ultra running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So so regular marathon's 26.2.
Yes, correct.
And so what's the farthest you've run?
The farthest I run is probably about 185 miles.
185 miles.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Oh, it's not what's it like? It's
Well, I got winded running up the stairs to get here.
Mm-hmm.
I ran up 4 flights of stairs and I'm exhausted. So I can't imagine running that far. So how do you practice for something like that?
Well, first of all, probably been running. This is probably going to be I just turned 60 years old, so this is my 45th anniversary of running and stuff.
Yeah.
You just don't wake up and do it.
Yeah.
You aggressively work yourself up to it and stuff. And to stay in, there's two different things that you got to consider is your speed and time, because a lot of those races have cutoff checks. So if you don't make them, you get pulled off the course and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So not only do you have to work on your speed work, you have to keep your endurance up and stuff. So I usually average anywhere from 50 to 100 miles a week just to train and stuff.
Wow.
That's my foundation.
Yeah.
And it's like the rule of thumb is, if you don't have a good foundation, it's just like a house, you're going to crumble.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts. You build your foundation, your endurance, and you keep that up.
Yeah.
And stuff. So you progressively try to do like 10 miles every day is what I try to do, and then rest, maybe on Friday.
Yeah.
And then do longer runs on the weekend.
Yeah. So after you work all day, you go home and you run 10 miles?
I don't even go home.
You don't go home?
No. I go straight over here to the trail or go to another trail and stuff, and just change in my car and put on my running gear and go.
And does it matter about the weather? Do you just run in any weather?
Any weather, yeah, because that's the thing about a race. You don't have a form to ask for what kind of weather conditions you get. They just come, and we ran in blizzards that have, snow 16 inches. I run the last 300 milers I've done have been all raining. So
a 300 mile?
No, I have done three. My last.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my last 300 milers that I've done has been, the weather condition has been all wet.
Oh, wow.
And stuff. So the trails are full of mud and water and stuff. So you have to train for that condition. Keep yourself up, keep yourself, moving.
So for something like 180 miles, do you stop in the middle of that? And how long does that take you?
This one took me probably about around 2 days. So
okay,
yeah.
So you camp somewhere, or?
Well, my next event is coming up February the 8th, and it's going to be a 200 miler.
Oh wow!
And what you do is that you eat, and they have this one is 31-mile loops, so they'll have like tents and stuff set up and nap and stuff.
Okay.
And it starts like on a Wednesday and then Sunday.
Okay.
And stuff.
Yeah. So, were you planning on running in the Chasing Leaks 5K on March 30th? I know that's a very short distance for you, a 5K.
No, I didn't plan on it. I don't get into too many small events and stuff. But I offered to help my services and stuff, to get the communication. That's the main thing is, if it's a good cause, I like it, and I, help support it and stuff.
Yeah, and so just so everybody knows, all that money that we raise at the race goes to our water payment assistance program. I'm sure you know this, but to help local families who need help paying their water bill. So it really is a good cause. And this is the 5th year we've done the Chasing Leaks 5K. So we're trying to get as many racers as we can. This year it's at the Panther Island Pavilion, March 30th, and I'll have to look it up, but I think it starts at 9 a.m. Yeah.
I don't exactly know the date and time, but like I said, I heard it's in March and the time and stuff, and they're going to mix it up with some other events and stuff, which will be a pretty nice thing for the family to come out and spend time and stuff. There will be cleanup projects down the river and stuff. Yeah, and there'll be, like pick up trash and stuff.
The Cowtown cleanup.
Yeah, and a lot of events going on for the good cause. The one thing I can say is that I always tell people is that my running has given me a whole lot more than what I have given to it. A lot of people. I spend a lot of time in it, maybe 3 or 4 hours, a day doing it and stuff. But at the return, the rewards are really beneficial and rewarding to see somebody, tell you their story and stuff, how this run helps them and stuff. So it's a good benefit, not only on your health, but also, family oriented and stuff.
Yeah.
As much as stuff's going on, it's good time to spend with your family. It really bonds them and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's, I seen it, I seen good people come out of running and stuff. You're not going to have a, drunk chase you. You're not going to have a drug addict or something out there,
Yeah.
It's just good, clean, natural fun.
That's good. So you're helping yourself and you're helping people in your community.
In your community, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I really, other than, advertise myself and stuff, most people have heard of me, by running with me and stuff. And a lot of times we raise money for people that's terminally ill for cancer and stuff. If I hear a good cause, it's what I do, I try to, give back what it's given me and stuff.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty neat and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'll try to open up some lines and stuff, and encourage people to do it.
Yeah.
It's a short distance. I'll probably get out there and run a little bit with them and stuff. And, I'm always, the thing about this is people make well and do earn well money getting out there teaching them and stuff. And they haven't done a tab what I have done and stuff. So all my services and all my stuff, I do it for the love of it.
Yeah.
I don't have $1 million contracts. I don't have any sponsors or anything. Yeah. It's just, me and myself and I. And I'm always open if somebody, needs some advice and stuff.
Yeah.
And encouragement and stuff,
Yeah.
The thing is, my goal is I do this stuff. I think one day my greatest reward is somebody does it better than me.
Yeah. How can people get in touch with you?
They usually see me on the trail almost every day and stuff. Most people know me just by seeing me out there and stuff. You never know who's watching. I always get people say, "Man, I see you run at a race." They'll come, "I seen you on the trail for so many years and stuff."
Yeah.
And really to get a hold of me is I am on Facebook with my name and stuff. Okay. And most of the time when I'm running and stuff, I log it in my Facebook and let them know where I'm at and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you want to find them, get out there on the trail and run.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't change my times and stuff. I start pretty early on the weekends, so I'm like a 4 o'clock in the morning out there. Yeah. Because I like to get it out there and get it done and stuff.
No kidding.
And then after work, it's usually at 4 o'clock in the evening that I start running.
Yeah.
And stuff. And a lot of people don't have to run the distance that I do.
Yeah. I
just tell them that I'm going to be at a certain point, and they're welcome to come out and log in, 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, I don't, we're not, they just run what they feel like running and stuff. Yeah, but we make sure that they're safe and stuff and return back where they need to be.
Yeah.
And stuff. We don't leave them out there, on the trail and stuff.
That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
All righty.
All right. However you want to get started. Yeah, it's going. I'll just edit it. Yeah.
All right.
So Chasing Leaks is coming up on March 30th at the Panther Island Pavilion.
Yes.
And what time does it start?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. First, let me say, I'm here with Raymond Litster. You might know him from episode 2, Dinosaur P. And Michele Birmingham. She hasn't been on the podcast yet.
No.
But you are now. So now we're here talking about Chasing Leaks. And do you want to tell us a little bit about Chasing Leaks and like what's the point of Chasing Leaks? Why do we do it?
Don't we back up 15 minutes to the kids run at 8:45?
Well, yes, but the official run is 9 a.m.
But we also have the kids fun run, so we'll rewind this podcast 15 minutes. 8:45 that same day is the kids fun run, and then 9 o'clock is the official race start time. Okay. Timed and legit and all that good stuff.
But you want to be there, obviously, like at least 30 minutes before your race time.
Yeah,
so.
to get checked in.
Yeah, you have to check in, get your number, all that jazz. So Okay. So where this comes from. So we originally began this race 5 years ago. The city of Fort Worth is an EPA WaterSense partner, and that essentially is a program that the EPA developed that has to do kind of monthly campaign/themes just to help local governments, businesses organize around various ways to save water. And so the month of March is essentially Fix a Leak Week, although there is an official week that's designated that, but most cities and municipalities might celebrate it for the whole month. And so we initially decided that a race would be a good way to kind of bring awareness of that. And another way we kind of incorporate that is that our proceeds from the race go to our water payment assistance program, which is a program through the city that helps residents who are unable to pay their water bills. Mm-hmm. So everybody gets sent home a utility bill, right? Because it has your water, your stormwater charge, your charge for
trash pickup.
Yeah, trash pickup and such. This goes just to help people pay for the water portion of that. So
people who've had maybe a major leak and they didn't realize it, and all of a sudden they get a big bill and they can't afford it. Is that?
Yeah.
That's right.
So they can reach out to our CAP program, Community Action Partners, which is actually through the Parks and Recs Department. And they can begin the paperwork to see if they qualify and if they can assist them.
Okay.
So
the first 300 people to sign up get a really cool T-shirt.
Yes, so it's a black, what we call tech shirt. So it's a shirt that's designed to wick sweat away. So it's not just a regular, cotton shirt.
Yeah.
And we have our little runner's logo guy, but our Chasing Leaks logo man, he doesn't have a name. And it's just kind of on a small portion of the chest.
It's just another version of Drippy, right?
Basically.
Just Drippy in some running shorts.
Yeah, and a cool headband.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's a cousin.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take over the whole shirt like we've done in years past.
Yeah.
We are trying to give you something that you would actually use or wear to the gym in the future.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like the black. That's cool.
Yeah, and we went with the black. So wear our shirt.
Black goes with everything.
Yes.
That's true.
And makes you look thinner.
Yeah.
So we're, like they said, we've combined the Chasing Leaks 5K with Earth Party, which is celebrating the Cowtown cleanup. So, right?
Well, also celebrating the race now. Traditionally, Earth Party was kind of a thank you festival after the Cowtown cleanup.
Yeah.
But now, since we're kind of getting mixed in the shuffle, it's a thank you for the runners and the cleanup participants.
Okay.
So while the race is happening at Panther Island Pavilion, the cleanup is happening across the city, and then everyone comes together afterwards for the United Earth Party, which is a 50-50 code and water event now.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Earth Party, because it sounds pretty exciting. I know that we have 2 bands playing. Do you want to talk a little bit about the bands?
Yeah, so they're now officially confirmed. We have the Blue Bonnets coming up from Austin, Dominique Davalos, lead vocals, bass player. And then we have Kathy Valentine is in the band, and people might remember her from the 80s, the Go-Go's. She wrote Vacation and Head Over Heels. And then our headliner this year will be Bow Wow Wow, who everyone knows from I Want Candy, which is still played on the radio, including Jack FM, who will be at our event and introducing the bands and all that good stuff.
Nice. And they'll be broadcasting live from the...
They'll be doing live shout-outs in sections,
yeah,
but not the whole thing won't be live from there.
Okay. That's what they did last time, right?
Same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I did want to add that, so even though Earth Party is a thank you for the Cowtown cleanup volunteers and the runners, it still is, there's kind of a third aspect which is really, all of this is open to the public, but we want the public to come to Earth Party, and it's really Fort Worth's only citywide Earth Day event. And the concept kind of is we kick off Earth Month because there's so many community events, school events,
Earth Day Dallas.
small corporate events that celebrate Earth Day throughout the month of April. And so we kind of get a jump start on it. And we kind of feel like this kind of kicks it off for the city of Fort Worth. So in addition to the bands, there should be approximately 40 booths or so, almost all of them relating to kind of environmental awareness or having an environmental slant to it. So I think there's a lot to offer the public just in general to come and spend an afternoon hearing good music. We're going to have food trucks, demonstrations, things to see, places to hang out. And that whole area is beautiful. If you haven't been to it, it's actually really nice and scenic. So, hopefully the weather holds out.
So if you came to Chasing Leaks last year, just know that this year there's a lot more to do after the race.
Yes, and it's going to be very different in a massive scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had like an after party, quote unquote, for after the race, traditionally the previous 4 years. But this is combining with Earth Party, or essentially having Earth Party be our post-run party. Is really taking it kind of to the next level.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and like you said, it is an event on its own. You don't have to run or do a cleanup to come to this. This is free and open to the public. It's great music, and we have good people coming to speak. The mayor will be there. Ann Zeta, Kelly Allen Gray, Wells Fargo will be giving a speech. They're our title sponsor, which allowed us to bring in the bigger names in music this year. So yeah, it's definitely a standalone event and not to be missed.
Thanks again to Rene, Raymond, and Michele for talking with me about the Chasing Leaks 5K. Just a reminder, it's coming up on March 30th, and there's still time to register. You can register at chasingleaks.athlete360.com. That's chasingleaks.athlete360.com. I know we mentioned this multiple times, but we can't stress enough how the proceeds from this race all go to the Water Payment Assistance Program, and it's a great way to help local families who need some help with their water bill. If you don't follow us already on social media, go ahead and do that, because you can find out about events like the Chasing Leaks 5K. We're on Facebook under Fort Worth Water and Fort Worth Agua. We're on Twitter at FW Water and at FW Agua. And we're on Instagram at SaveFW Water. Thanks again for listening. If I see you at the 5K, I'll put you on the podcast.